Each time one side has made a run, the other has had an answer. Akron led by 15 in the first half, and Ball State closed the first half on a 15-0 run, tied at 29. Benson from outside. Got it! She missed the last one, but cans this tray.
What a huge shot by Deuce Benson. When head coach Brady Salley takes out his starters and brings in some of the players off the bench, for the talent level to not drop drastically is huge, and they've kept this a one-point ball game so far.
Another turnover for the Zips. That's number 18. Back to the Benson three.
Great pass, too. And the three was so much confidence as Benson knocks that down. She knew that was going in the second and left her hand.
She was just a practice player last year and earned a spot on the team. She played that well. A great story, senior from Chicago. She's had to pick and choose her spots this year, but she's hit some big shots at times for the Cardinals. Poochgrove's pass intercepted on the inbounds. Dawson falling to the ground, no foul call, just throws it out of bounds. Turnovers for Akron have kept Ball State in this game. $19 now for Akron and 15 for the Cardinals. Neck and neck in almost every category. Poochgroves creates for another Benson three. Gets her own rebound. Misses with the left. Another chance. Hits it with the right.
Benson padding her stats a little bit, missing that under the basket layup, but what a spark. Benson scoring the last 5 points for Ball State.
Dawson on the cut, stripped by Clefane, and out on Clefane. How about Clefane and Benson coming off the bench, though, for Ball State?
And they've done such a good job on the defensive end as well. Take a look. Benson gets beat. Clefane slides over and creates that strip and causes Akron to have to go and reset. And again, Ball State forcing yet another turnover. Akron now has 20 turnovers on the day.
Miscommunication from Shayna Harmon, and Melissa Jackson has to send her to the bench. Harmon, one of 5 seniors on the team. See how that experience pays off down the stretch. Long post feed, Smith corrals. Poochgroves inside for Smith. Kick out for Augustdaughter. Benson right there. Oh, she misses the putback, but it's out off of Akron. It looked like Benson had another easy two.
Benson hiding behind 3 Akron players down low is somehow able to wrestle that ball free and saves Ball State and gives them yet another possession.
Clefane wide open. Couldn't cash in. Dawson, back iron, and the rebound to Poochgroves. Nice move in transit. Benson. He's hit 1, taken 3. Ball State up 45-44, under 7 to play. Cardinals looking for their 7th straight win at home. Akron looking for a signature road win and their 2nd straight of the conference season. Berry blocked, but also fouled by Smith.
Smith does a good job once again sliding over and playing that help defense, but a little too undisciplined as she brings her hand down, trying to get the block, and ends up making contact with Akron's hand.
Ball State sends Poochgroves and Benson back to the bench. Sams and Freeman are back in as Very misses the first. Megan down the stretch. Do you go with a hot hand or do you preferably go back to your starters?
down the stretch, it depends on what coaches want to do, obviously. I'd stay with the hot hand, but at the end of the day, you have to run your offense and stay disciplined here. And the starters who are used to playing together the most, that's probably what you want to go with.
Smith is a starter, and she gets an and one. Big play after big play inside for Ball State.
Blake Smith looks fearless when she gets the ball in situation to score. Back to the basket, faces up, turns around and finishes with the left hand. Okay, Blake Smith, getting it done for Ball State down low.
Smith with one of her best games of the season. A team high 9 points and 4 boards. She can reach double digits on this free throw. Ball State up by 2 possessions. Smith has struggled with foul trouble, 4 fouls in each of the last 3 games. She's been able to stay out of it today and contribute offensively. Dawson too strong, knocked out of bounds. Smith with a good box out. Melissa Jackson has some decisions to make down the stretch. Scouring this Ball State team, she's talked about how hard of a scout they are, how balanced they are in every way. Brown strip, stick with Ball State. How about the Cardinals doing this with Ashlyn Brown only having 6 points?
Just shows how good each and every one of the players on this team is. And Ball State's such a complete team. Everyone can step up and score any given night, even when your top scorer, Ashlyn Brown, isn't necessarily having a great night putting the ball in the basket. But credit Ashlyn Brown. She turns the ball over right there. However, throughout this whole entire game, she's had such a huge impact on the defensive end. She's still getting it done, getting rebounds. Right now, she has 7 boards, and she's had a hand on nearly every ball and getting in passing lanes and disrupting Akron's offense.
That's part of the allure of Ball State this year. They can win in multiple ways. Kendall Miller misses the pull-up. Freeman wants to push. Gets it to Brown on the run. She has 2 shots upcoming.
Amnesia is one of the best qualities you can have as a basketball player. Ashlyn Brown not having a ton of success at the basket. However, she continues to try to get in there and score. She maintains being aggressive, and that's what makes her such a dynamic and important player to this Ball State team.
Roush in for Smith. Ashlyn Brown, she's such a competitor. She said at 1 or 2 in the morning when I can't sleep, I just come to the practice center and shoot around. She can't help herself. She loves basketball. She loves every part of the game. And it's shown in her junior year.
So important for teams to have at least one gym rat on their team. 1 or 2 in the morning, man. You gotta really love the game to get out of your dorm room, trek through the cold here in Muncie, Indiana, to get some extra shots up in the winter.
I can confirm it is very cold in the winter, walking around campus. It's a tight one down the stretch once again. Ball State 9 and 4 in games decided by single digits this year. Akron just 5 and 7. And a blocking foul is called. Sams, that would have been another charge taken by her. She leads the team in that category. Whistled for the block this time.
Once again, Ball State doing a great job as Akron tries to get lob passes inside to the post players of sliding over. Sams, 1 has her heel on the circle, but 2 just didn't get there in time, and Barry does a good job absorbing that contact and drawing the foul.
Ball State on a 9-0 run. Take a 5-point lead. It's largest of the game. And Edmonds is pushed. That is Ashlyn Brown's 3rd personal foul as we enter our final media break. Ball State 49, Akron 44. You're not going to want to miss this finish. Ball State coming off a 61-57 win over Toledo, looking for its 3rd consecutive victory and 2nd straight, trying to open up the MAC season 2-0 for the first time in 5 years. Buffalo, meanwhile, still looking for its 1st win of the conference season, trying to beat Ball State for the 4th consecutive time. Buffalo in the road gray and Ball State in the home black. Josh Mbala doing a quick uniform change on the Buffalo sideline. He has his brand new number 34 gray uniform, and he steps onto the Cardinal logo at midcourt for the opening tip against Tajay Teague, number 25 in black for Ball State. Cardinals move left to right in the first half. The Bulls move right to left. Teague versus Mbala. And we are underway. Ball State wins the tip with Teague, and Jerron Coleman controls at the point. Coleman scoring 8 points per game out of Indianapolis. Feeds Ishmael Elamine on the left side of the court, who hands right back off to Jerron Coleman. Guarded by Devontae Jordan on the MAC All-Defensive team last year. Ball with Kyle Mallers left of the arc, looking for a post and Tajay Teague. Instead finds Ishmael Elamine straight away. Elamine slithers inside the arc, kicks out for Teague. Down the left lane line, scoop and score. Tajay Teague from the top of the key all the way to the bucket. 2-0 Ball State, 30 seconds in.
That's almost too easy for Tajay Teague. Mbala just giving Tajay his dominant left side hand. Easy drive to the lane.
Buffalo's first possession, this team scores 80 points per game. Javon Graves passes out for Janathan Williams. The lefty launches from 3, and he hits. Straight away, Janathan Williams puts Buffalo on the board. 3-2 Bulls on top. Just over 19 minutes left in the first half.
And that's where Buffalo can hurt you. They get the drive, they get the help side coming over, leave a three-point shooter wide open. That's where they get all those points from.
Elamine feeds Tajay Teague in the post right side, matched up with Josh Mbala. Teague rip through move into a slam dunk. Teague went right past Mbala, the Texas Tech transfer, and Ball State's back up 1.
We're now finally getting back to seeing that aggressive offensive style of Tajay Teague, and I'm starting to like it, Jack Kizer.
4-3 Ball State. Now 18 and a half to go in the first frame. Janathan Williams floats it up with the left, misses off the left side of the rim. Rebound Teague for Ball State, pushes ahead to Coleman into the forecourt. Ball State averaging 71 points per game. That's near the bottom of the Mid-American Conference. Coleman over the top of Jordan for 2. On the right side, Coleman gives Ball State a 6-3 lead. Ball State has scored on each of its first 3 possessions, Kyle.
It's a little bit uncharacteristic of the Cardinals. They're driving to the lane. Usually they get these buckets from the three-point line. They combine that with the three-point game. This could be interesting.
Javon Graves from downtown on the right side, wiggles in and out. Rebound to Coleman for Ball State. Coleman mainly runs the point. He's bigger than Bumbalo, but he's a good creator. He hands off to Luke Bumbalo here on the right side of the arc. Gives to Ishmael Elamine, coming off 17 points against Toledo. Between the legs dribble, chest pass to Mallers. Releases from 3, off the heel. And a rebound to Antoine Johnson for the Buffalo Bulls. This team has made the NCAA tournament 4 out of the last 5 years. Javon Graves has been a reason for that. He misses from downtown on the right side once again. Rebound to Coleman for Ball State. 17 and a half to play in the first frame. 6-3 Cardinals on top. Bumbalo straight away. Eyes up Antoine Johnson. Left-handed dribble into the hardwood, picks up the dribble, and whips it around the wheel to Elamine right side. Pick and roll with Teague. Elamine gives to Coleman instead. Left to the arc, and he nails a 3. Jerron Coleman gives Ball State a 9-3 advantage with 17:05 in the first half. This Ball State offense, 4 for 5 from the floor. 7-0 run for the Cardinals. Where's this been all year, Kyle?
And with Jerron Coleman, if he's hitting shots like that tonight, Buffalo could be in for a long one.
Post feed intended for Mbala, stolen by Teague. He gives it to Elamine for Ball State. Left to right, the Cardinals go in the first half, leading 9-3 with 16:45 remaining in the half. Bumbalo extra pass to Mallers. Pump fake, slithers into the lane. Kick out to Bumbalo. Shot fake, now rises for 3, has it deflected, and Mbala picks it up for Buffalo. The Bulls picked second in the MAC East in the preseason as Graves goes coast to coast and lays it in on the right side. Javon Graves leading the team in points per game at 17, pulls Buffalo within 4.
Javon Graves taking advantage of the Ball State defense, not getting back, sort of complaining about Bumbalo's should have been foul call, but got to get back on defense.
Ishmael Elamine floats it up with the right off the heel. Teague going for the O board, cannot collect. Picked up by Mbala for Buffalo, but he has it stolen by Elamine at half court. Bounce pass to Teague. Left side, he lays it in. This Ball State offense is converting in transition. In the half court, they cannot be stopped.
And that's too easy for Ishmael Elamine. Josh Mbala's got to give the ball up. He can't go against a guard like that.
Jordan launches straight away off the left side of the rim. Rebound Mallers for Ball State. Buffalo moves so quick on offense, but they aren't hitting shots right now. 2 for 6 from the floor compared to 5 for 8 for Ball State, leading 11-5 with 15:35 and an eroding clock in the first half. Elamine launches from way downtown on the right side and missed it short. Rebound to Graves for Buffalo. Here come the Bulls in transition. Graves finds Williams in the lane, spins back to his left, now to his right, puts it up with the left hand, and it slides in. Janathan Williams with a team-high 5 points for Buffalo. 11-7 Ball State, 15-10 in the first half. Next stoppage in play brings us to the under-16 media timeout. High post left, Kyle Mallers holds the ball over his head. Now hip high, hooks a pass to Coleman right side. Coleman at the top of the key, finds Tajay T. Pump fakes, right of the arc. Now inside the arc, steps back for a fadeaway J, and it splashes down in the face of Josh Mbala. Tajay Teague showing off the range.
That happened right in front of us, and once Tajay started to get up, stare down right in Mbala's soul.
Jordan, a pretty feed to Mbala underneath the hoop for a wide open 2. 13-9, Ball State leads Buffalo. 14:30, clock continues to wind in the first half. The last time these two played, Buffalo beat Ball State 83-59. Over the last 3, Buffalo has beaten Ball State by an average of 24 per game. You get the sense it is a different type of matchup this year. Coleman left of the arc for the Cardinals, guarded by Devontae Jordan. Coleman, lefty dribble into the lane, and he's fouled. Jordan whistled for his first personal, the first on either team. A well-played opening about 6 minutes. 14-13 left in the first half. Ball State 13, Buffalo 9. Ball State looking for its 3rd consecutive win, and Buffalo looking for its first win of the MAC season. We return to Worthen Arena right after this on Ball State SportsLink Radio. The volleyball regular season ends this weekend with the NCAA tournament on the horizon. Notre Dame in good position for an at-large berth and can make its final statement on Senior Day, while Duke looks to play spoiler in South Bend. Hey everyone, welcome inside Purcell Pavilion. Connor Klingen, Jack Kizer on hand. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving, but it's back to business for Notre Dame and Duke. The seniors get one more round at home, led by outstanding middle Kristen Bear. Hey everyone, welcome courtside. Jack Kizer and former Ball State Cardinal Shelby Murder with you this afternoon. Shelby, you experienced it firsthand. The MAC might be the country's best mid-major league, yet Ball State's been able to navigate with balanced offense and elite defense. Ball State made history here last week, breaking the program scoring record against Eastern Michigan, but they get red-hot Kent State, who's won 4 straight meets. Denasia, why have these teams been so successful?
A freshman on the women's basketball team has burst onto the scene at Ball State. Sydney Freeman came in highly touted from Albion, Indiana, and starts at point guard for the Cardinals this year. Get to know Freeman in this story, produced by Ryan Klimchek and Jaron Matheny. In the midst of fall sports, believe it or not, basketball has commenced. The men's and women's team took the court for their first practice on Tuesday. A month still remains before regular season action, but they're excited to get rolling. Winter sports season is in full force, and so is the storytelling of Ball State SportsLink. For Rachel Berry and our entire crew, I'm Jack Kizer. Make sure to follow us on social media by searching @BSU SportsLink. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you next time.